Well, good morning, boys and girls, friends, enemies. Those in between, those who don't know and those who don't care. Well, what a fortnight it's been. I started doing a vlog for last week. As sure most of you will notice, there wasn't one. About halfway through I started to notice an oddity with the bike. Bloody hell. Lovely weather, isn't it? Not bad for December, except it's the first couple of days of bloody August. This is the clearest, nicest day we've had, and I have got all my rain gear with me. We've had torrential downpours, we've had thunderstorms, we've had high winds. Anyway, started doing a vlog, trying it along. Something just didn't feel right. Nothing dramatic, nothing sort of earth-shattering, but it just wasn't right. So I thought maybe on my front tyres going down. Just sort of felt on the headstock. And pulled up in a little lay-by, had a look round, nothing seemed amiss, till I looked under the beak. The shock absorber, because this is a central shock absorber, being a paralever, had done what a good man does after a heavy night out on the beer and the curry, and covers himself in his own sick, and the bloody shock absorber had puked all its oil out over itself. So then my mind turned to that, not to doing a vlog. And on these they fitted shower units. Now for average riding, for the average man, they're perfect shock. Nothing wrong with them. You know, you can upgrade for 500 quid to one of these fancy singing, dancing, all doing shocks. I started searching the internet and I found a guy, or a company, that had some. Ordered it, and this was Thursday, I think. Of course the weekend got in the way, so I didn't get it until Tuesday. Now bless him, I'll make Bandit Nev in the land down under, the upside down lot, and said, do a video on it. Seriously, Nev, seriously? It's 2 bolts. The shock absorber sits dead central, and there's a bolt here and a bolt at the bottom, and it takes 10 minutes. And I took the camera out and I thought, okay, well we'll do one. But then there must be 100 videos on how to do it on the internet. But it dawned on me it would take me an hour and a half by moving the camera about, buggering about. So I said, sod it, and just swapped the shock out. It took me, I think, about 25 minutes. I wasn't in a hurry. Could have probably done it quicker. So anyway, that's done. And overall, the bike feels remarkably better on the potholes and the bumps and the lumps. I suspect the other shock, without me, because you don't very often get down and look up there, and judging by the black dirt around the top of the spring, had been leaking for some time. Just feels that much nicer now, and I mean quite a lot nicer. So the old shock must have been going for some time, a very gradual seep, and then it eventually decided to puke its heart up. So that's why there was no video last week. I did not allow you to listen to my dulcet tones complaining about everything. But I'm looking for a unicorn of tyres. On the KTM, I think I got through virtually every make of tyre there was, and because she was quite a grunty beast, I probably got through 3 a year, and it was getting expensive. This bike I shall do a little off-roading, but I will remain on gravel tracks and gentle undulating tracks. I discovered with the KTM and on James's DRZ, mud and I are not friends. Well, we are. The mud likes to wrap itself around me. Bucker off, wasp. I haven't got the reactions I used to have for the balance for riding in mud puddles and finding ruts, and but as I still want to do a few light green lanes, I'm looking for perhaps 20% off-road, no more. I can do even a rough gravel track quite easily. Now I was looking at the new Dunlop things, I forget what they're called, the new one that came out about 2 years ago. I'm thinking, well, that looks not a bad tyre, but a lot of the reviews are people who've just got them, reviewing them for subs. Excuse me, reviewing them for subs and likes. Any of you had any experience of these tyres on longevity? They all screaming, oh, you'll get 6,000 miles out of these. That would be nice, but I'm being a cynic. I'm being skeptical, or septic. So if any of you have any experience, real world experience, not a review for likes. Oh God, somebody's harvesting around here. Dust is getting right in the back of my throat. Please let me know, or if you have an alternative that will give fairly high mileage and will do the job I'm looking for. It's the high mileage I want. I'm just fed up of buying bloody tyres all the time. They get damned expensive, don't they? I'll finish off in a minute. Right, we're off the A12 now. Got a bit windy and noisy there, didn't it? Yes, I'm looking for a unicorn tyre. Something that'll give me high mileage, good wet weather and winter riding, because winter's coming, if it's not already here. With just a hint of off-road ability. I've tried most of them. Unfortunately, it was an unfair comparison because the KTM, I did used to get a little bit too heavy on the throttle, and that would chew those back tyres out. They don't tend to be as heavy on a throttle on this one. So, some of the ones I do like, I mean, I like the TKC range, but the 70 hasn't got a high mileage on it. And let's face it, bloody tyres these days. not sure I could afford 3 sets this year. That was it really. Tell me what you think. Do I need petrol? No. It's alright, I was just wondering which route to go. I'll probably go past it anyway. That's it, guys, girls, others. Enjoy yourselves. Smile at the miserable buggers. Be happy. Be silly. Life is far too short for being too sensible.